Namaste to all. A very, very beautiful Upanishad shloka from Kathopanishad, 5th Valli. Puram ekadashadvaram ajasya vaktra chetasah anushtaya na shochati vimuktascha vimuchyate etad vaitat. Hemacharya is giving a very, very beautiful and in-depth knowledge to Nachiketa in Kathopanishad, and this is the 5th Valli, which is towards the end of Kathopanishad. Hemacharya says Puram ekadashadvaram. Puram means we can say a place, or Puram means we can say a city. Puram means we can say a small village or something like that, a place or a palace, something like that. So, in Rig Veda, the first mandal, first mantra of Rig Veda says, Agnim ide purohitam. There, purohit means, puri means the full entire universe, the entire cosmos. So, here Puram means, let's say, a small village or a small place. So, the Rishi says there is a place, Puram, ekadashadvaram. Ekadasha means 11. There are 11 doors in that village, 11 doors through which people can go and come, or something can go and come. What is that something? What is that? We are going to see in this short audio video. So here the Rishi says Puram eka dashadvaram. There are 11 doors, and this Puram is nothing but our human body. Human body actually has got only 9 doors, but Rishi says another 2 more doors also, which are openings inside our body, which normally we do not count, but Rishi wants to count here. That's not bad. So, of course, you know the 9 doors: 2 nostrils, 2 eyes, 2 ears. This is 6, and then 1 mouth, which is 7, and 1 for the excretion, 1 hole, and 1 hole for the urine, which is 9. And the 10th one is the nabi, where the small kid, when the kid is in the womb, he or she gets the food from the mother. And the 11th one is called as talu. Talu is a place where, just here in the upper jaw, there is a space. And that's very secretive space and it is very much useful in Ashtanga Yoga philosophy. So that is also a space. There is a space in this place between the nose and the upper jaw. That is called as talu, we can say. So these are the 11 doors of our nagari, of our human body, Puram. So Rishi says, Ajasya, and inside this city, inside this village, which has got the 11 doors, there is Ajasya means Ajanma. There is Jivatma, which never takes birth. Jivatma, which never dies. It lives inside this nagari. Eka dashadvaram Ajasya avakra chetasaha. Avakra chetasa means Chetan. The Jivatma is Chetan Tattva. It's not Jad Tattva. So, Jivatma is Chetan. Your Sharir with the 9 doors or 11 doors, your Sharir is Jad. This is what Hemacharya again and again tells in Kathopanishad based on the Vedic knowledge. So, what is new in this? So, here the Rishi says, Anushtaya na shochati. When you do Anushthan means we can say Punya Karmas. When you do everyday name jap, when you do everyday Agnihotra, when you do Yajna Anushtanam, means when you come to an Acharya to conduct Yajna, request Acharya for doing Yajna, this is called as Anushtan. When you do these kind of pious Vedic deeds, what happens is, Na shochati, the person will never become never get into Dukha. So, if you, as I was telling in my previous video, I am researching more on Buddhism in the last 1.5-2 months to understand what is the basis of Buddhism. See, the basis of Buddhism is actually circling around Dukha. If you see Buddha's, message, he will say about 4 noble truths, and in the 4 noble truths, the first noble truth is Dukha. So the Rishi says, how do you come out of Dukha? The Rishi says, Anushtaya na shochati. When you do punya Vedic deeds, the pious Vedic deeds such as whatever I have told us, everyday Ashtanga Yoga, tapasya, maintaining brahmacharya, speaking the truth, listening the truth, uh, respecting the acharya, serving the acharya, tan man dhan pran, serving the acharya is also part of Vedic pious deed. Serving your parents are not keeping well, taking care of them when they are old. These are all anushthan, these are extremely pious Vedic deeds. When you do these things, the rishi is guaranteeing that na shochati. Then what happens is the ajasya, the jivatma which resides inside the city will not come into dukha. Otherwise what happens is, we are bound to be in dukha. I made a video in Tamil recently for Dukha. It's a very, very depth thinking in Tamil basically. I don't know if I can tell in English. But what I was telling in Tamil is that there are many reasons for Dukha. One of the reasons which normally we do not think is getting contact with unpleasant things leads to Dukha. When we get in touch with unpleasant things, we feel Dukha. Similarly, when we lose the contact with pleasant things, we get into Dukha. And similarly, desire leads to Dukha, because the moment we have desire means we can say Trishna, the fundamental desire of expectation. We are expecting something and expectations are never fulfilled. So that leads to Dukha. And another one is clinging to this body mind, clinging to this Nagari, Puram, is also Dukha. So the Rishi says, you are living in the body, you are not the body. You are living in this, my Acharya beautifully says, this is Yajna. My Acharya says, just like you are living in a Yajna, after the Yajna is over, you go down, you go to your home or you go to your cities. So you are not Yajna. Yajna is different and you are different. And in Samadhi, a Rishi realizes that he is different and his body is different. Similarly, here also Rishi says, Ajasya, there is a Ajanma Jivatma inside your body. You are living in the body. And you are in Dukha because you assume that you are the body. The moment we assume, we think that we are the body, we get into Dukha. And when we contact with unpleasant things, when we lose contact with pleasant things, for example, when we lose some money in the bank, suddenly we lose some, like we have 50,000, 1 lakh rupees, suddenly we lose it due to some issues, hacking or whatever it is. We become Dukha. Whatever we feel as pleasant, when we lose contact, we will feel Dukha. So the Rishi says, by doing Anushtan, this Dukha, you will overcome Dukha, because when you do Anushtan, Vedic pious deeds, slowly your mind will open up. Yogaschitta vritti niruddha. Slowly your mind will go into ekagrata. Slowly you will realize that you are not the body. You don't want anything from the external world. You want to be satisfied with the internal. And your connection will happen with Acharya. Acharya will understand you better and you will understand your Acharya better. Because Acharya understands that you are a tapasvi and you understand that your Acharya is the real Samadhist yogi. By doing Anushtan. Otherwise, getting out of Dukha is impossible. Of course, these are all not written in the book. I'm just trying to tell you my experiences. So then what happens is, when you get out of Dukha, what will remain is Sukh only. What will remain is bliss only. You will always be in Sukha. There is no Dukha. Absence of Dukha is again Sukh. So here the Rishi says, that person who is doing Anushtan, not only he will come out of Dukha, but he says, Vimuktascha vimuchyate. He will become a moksha purusha. He will become a mukta purusha. And after leaving the body also, he will never take birth. He will always remain in moksha. Ye tad vai tat. In moksha, what does he attain? Vimuchyate. In the moksha, he attains the Parabrahma. And that is called as Almighty God. Ye tad vai tat. Nichya. Vai means 100% truth. Like we put sarvam vai purnam swaha. Vai means nishchaya, 100%. Ye tad vai tat. That person who is realizing his Jivatma, and inside Jivatma he realizes the Paramatma, that is the Parabrahman. Be sure on that. The Rishi is saying to Yamacharya is saying to Nachiketa that do Anushtan. Do Vedic Shubh Karma. Try to utilize your time. Don't be lazy. Many times, we have laziness inside us because of our food habits, because of our, we can say, facilities in the house. For example, I've seen some kids, even like my daughter. My daughter is a Purusharthi for sure, but I've seen people like I have a maid in my house who takes care of everything, for example. So the children will indirectly start fully get dependent on the maids, so they will become lazy. They'll become lazy in future. So we must try always to wake up early in the morning, go for a walking or a running, do pranayama, do ashtanga yoga, try to maintain brahmacharya. Then what will happen is we will be able to do the anushthan without laziness, because laziness is one of the greatest enemy of our tapasya. When you are lazy, you can never do any tapasya. Even if you listen acharya every day, you cannot do tapasya, because when you are lazy, you want to sleep. So here the Rishi says, do anushthan. Try to do Vedic anushthan, and then you will come out of the na shochati, you will come out of Dukha. And when you come out of Dukha, you will naturally realize that you are Jivatma, and inside your Jivatma there is Paramatma who is governing the entire universe. All these are not possible without Acharya. By listening to my videos, by listening to anybody Arya Samaji videos, or reading the books of Maharishi Dhanana Saraswati, reading my Acharya books, you cannot attain moksha. You cannot come out of dukkha. You must listen to Acharya. You must serve the Acharya. You must get the name of Almighty God from Acharya. Then this is possible. Upanishad is told here, in this Upanishad is told by Yamacharya. Yamacharya was a living yogi at that point of time. Nachiketa is a real aspirant. So he went to Yamacharya. The aspirant goes to Acharya to listen the knowledge, and Acharya is giving the knowledge. Similarly, if we are aspirant, we must go to Acharya to listen the knowledge. Maybe Acharya gives you personal knowledge or not is different, but Acharya will give you common knowledge. Means there are 100 aspirants sitting, Acharya will speak the eternal truth of the Vedas. If you are a true aspirant, you will note down, you will listen deeply, you will try to do Manan Chintan. Then again go to Acharya once and then ask some doubts if you really have a doubt. But like yesterday I made a video, you should ask that doubt for which you are capable of. My Acharya has told many times, don't ask doubts on Samadhi, because it's like a LKG student asking a doubt on PhD. You are not even a tapasvi, you are not even a brahmachari, you are not even started the journey of spirituality. Why you are speaking about Samadhi? Samadhi is not our cup of tea at this moment. Our cup of tea is everyday tapasya, nityam. Yesterday I think I made a video in Tamil, or I forgot in English. Nityam, every day without fail. Nitya sadhana, nitya anushtanam. And our aim in this life is to try to get out of dukkha, try to get out of this pleasantness, unpleasantness, getting contact with pleasant. When we contact with pleasant things, we get happy. And when we lose contact with pleasant things, we get sadness. So then when we get into contact with unpleasant things, we get sadness. When we lose contact with unpleasant things, we get happiness. So we must try to maintain equanimity in this. This is what we must try in this life. And that is possible only when we do worship of Almighty God, when we understand this Prakriti's creation. Almighty God creates from Prakriti, everything is Anitya. The universe is Jada Tattva. We are clinging on to Jada Tattva. We are clinging on to our body and mind, thinking that we are body and mind. We are living in the body and mind, but we are not body and the mind. So this can happen only after Acharya's Upadesh. My videos might help you, might inspire you, but it will not transform your life. It will not transform your life even 1%. It might inspire you. And by that inspiration, when you reach to a Samadhist yogi, it will transform your life. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.